Jai Sitaram. Ayodhya Kand, Chapter 1. So far we have seen 82 characteristics of the Lord which endear him to the hearts of all the people of Ayodhya. In this section we will see how Dasaratha decides to crown Rama as the king of Ayodhya. Verse 30. अपरदृश्यश्च संग्रामे क्रुद्धैरपि सुरासुरैः अनसूयो जितक्रोधो न दृप्तो न च matsarī न चावामन्तā bhūtānāṃ न च kālavaśānugaḥ. Men, nor gods, nor asuras ever dreamt of standing up to him even in the wildest moments of fury. He was away from himself envy, ill temper, pride, and calumny. It was foreign to his nature to be unkind or haughty to the meanest object in creation. The wheel of time that rolls on ceaselessly with its flashing strokes of the three gunas, rhythm, action, and inertia, never reflected its varying motions in his heart, which ever remained calm, serene, and pure. So the 83rd characteristic is that even the celestials and the demons could not defeat Rama in battle. Kruddhairapi surasurai. Samgrame, they were not able to confront him in battle. The 84th characteristic is anasuyo. That means he has no jealousy. The 85th characteristic is jitakrodho. That means he has no anger. Then he has no dṛpto. That means he has no arrogance. So that is the 86th characteristic. And the 87th characteristic is no matsarī. Next, he has not humiliated any living beings. Na avamantā bhūtānāṃ. He does not do that. He does not humiliate any living entity. And the 88th characteristic is na kālavaśānugaḥ. He is not surrendered to time. Verse 31. Evam śreṣṭhaguṇair yukta prajānāṃ parthivatmajah sammataḥ triṣu lokeṣu vasudhāyāḥ kṣamāguṇaiḥ buddyā bṛhaspatestulyo vīryeṇāpi śacīpateḥ. Meek and patient even as Mother Earth, Rama was the dearest object to the three worlds, so bright shone he in his excellences. Profoundly wise as Bṛhaspati, valiant as Indra, he drew to himself the hearts of everyone. So the 89th characteristic of the Lord is śreṣṭhaguṇair yukta, the one who is endowed with all virtuous qualities. His fame was known in sammataḥ triṣu lokeṣu, all of the three worlds it was known. What was that fame? That is the 90th characteristic of the Lord is vasudhāyāḥ kṣamā. That means he is as patient as the earth, and buddyā bṛhaspatestulyo. That means he is equal to wisdom as Bṛhaspati. And the 91st characteristic is vīryeṇāpi śacīpateḥ. In valor, he is equal to Indra, the husband of Śacī. Verse 32. Tatha sarva prajākāntaiḥ prīti samjananaiḥ pituḥ guṇair viruruche Ramo dṛptah surya ivamshubhiḥ. Rama, by his virtues, was a source to all the people, and especially to King Dasaratha, from whose loins he sprung. The glory of his perfections illumined the utmost corners of the world, even as the countless rays of the noonday sun. The 92nd characteristic of the Lord is that he is the source of delight. Prīti samjananaiḥ, the source of happiness to every single person, especially his father. And the 93rd characteristic is that he can radiate this entire world just as how the sun radiates this entire world. He has millions of qualities, he has millions of rays that emanate from him, and the way he protects and takes care of everyone is just absolutely amazing. Verse 33. Tam evam vrata sampannam apradrishya parakramam lokapalopamam natham akamayata medini. Steadfast in his resolve to protect those that took refuge in him, of unfailing might and valor, happy in the possession of everything that the heart could desire, he occupied the foremost place in the thoughts of the people who eagerly looked forward to the day when he would reign over them. So this is the 94th characteristic of the Lord, wherein everyone wanted him to be their ruler. The people wanted to be ruled by the Lord. And this is a very important characteristic which we will explore in greater detail throughout Ayodhya Kand, primarily coming from the Ayodhya Vasis and from Bharata. So this particular characteristic is going to be expanded in great detail. So let's discuss this in the later chapters. Verse 34. Etaistu bahubhir yuktam gunair anupamaihi sutam dṛštva Dasaratha raja chakre chintam parantapah. Dasaratha, the terror of his foes, looked with a fond eye on the darling of his heart and said to himself, verse 35, Atha rajño babhuvaivam vridhasya chirajivinah pritiresha katham ramo raja syanmayi jivati. Long beyond mortal count have I been here on earth, and I have drunk the cup of life even to the lees. What should I desire now more than to see my beloved Rama of matchless excellence reign in my stead? May the winged hours haste forward the day when I would see the brows of my Rama encircled with a crown of the Ikshvakus. For he is ever intent upon making the rich men of my kingdom richer. He is ready to help and appraise those whom the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune have struck low. Verse 36. Esha hyasya para pritir hridi samparivartate kada nama sutam drakshyam abhikshiktamaham priyam. A great loving thought was ringing in his mind that when he would be able to see his beloved Rama crowned as a king. Verse 37. Vridhi kamo hi lokasya sarva bhūtānāṃ mattah priyataro loke parnanya iva vrishtiman. My people love him more than myself, even as the welcome clouds that pour their cool waters over the parched lips of the burning earth. Verse 38. Yama shakra samo vīrye Bṛhaspati samo matau mahidhara samo dhrityam mattascha gunavattaraha. Like unto Yama, the god of death, and Indra, the lord of the shining ones in might, like unto Bṛhaspati in knowledge and wisdom, strong of heart and unshaken even as the Himalayas, it is but meet that he stands high above myself in worth and in the people's esteem. Verse 39. Ima mahim kritsnam aditishthantmatmajam anena vayasa dṛštva yatha svargam avapnoyam. It behooves me to close my long life by giving myself the pleasure to see my son crowned as king, and then I might, with a contented heart, take my place in the mansions of the blessed. Verses 40 and 41. Iti yete vividhaistay anya parthiva durlabaihi śreṣṭhair aparimeyaischa loke lokotarair gunaihi tam samikshya maharajo yuktam samuditaihi shubhaihi nischitya sachivaihi sardham yuvarajam amanyata. He next took counsel with his ministers and advisors, who were loud in their praises of Rama as a living embodiment of countless excellences rare in other kings. And he decided to resign his kingdom in favor of his eldest son. Verse 42. Divyantarikshe bhūmau cha ghoram utpatajam bhayam sanchachakshe atha medhavi sharire chatmano jaram. The snows of age weighed very heavy upon him, and ominous portents in the heavens, in the middle world, and on earth warned him of coming calamity and mishap. Verse 43. Purna chandrananasyath shokapanudamatmanah loke ramasya bubuddhe sampriyatva mahatmanah. His subjects and himself more than they lived in the light of Rama's moon-like presence and forgot their griefs and sorrows therein. Rama was a great wise man and he was well liked by the people. Verse 44. Atmanascha prajānāṃ cha śreyase cha priyena cha prapta kālena dharmatma bhaktya tvaritvan nrpaha. The righteous Dasaratha was hurried with concern in the coronation of Rama, as it was for his own benefit and the benefit of the people. It was for his liking, and also the appropriate time had come. Verse 45. Nana nagara vastavyan pratigjana padanapi samaninaya medinyaha pradhānāṃ prithvipatīn. Fleet messengers were dispatched in hot haste to invite the kings under him, the leaders of men in town and village, his friends near and far, as well as those who ever had his welfare at heart. Verse 46. Na tu kekeya rajanam janakam va naradhipaha tvaraya chanayamasa paschato śroṣṭhaguṇair priyam. No word did he send to the king of the Kekayas or to Janaka. They lived far away and might as well hear the happy news later on. Verse 47. Tanveshma nānābharaṇair yatharham pratipūjitān dadarshālaṅkrito raja prajāpatirva prajāh. Like Brahma the ancient in his high world, King Dasaratha sat on his royal throne in all his pomp and splendor and gave audience to those who waited to pay him their respects. Verse 48. Athopavishte nrpatau tasmin parabalardhane tatha pravivishuhu shesha rajano lokeṣu. They entered the vast hall and ranged themselves therein according to the rules of precedence. Verse 49. Atha raja vitirneshu vividheshvasaneshu cha rajānāṃ eva abhimukha nishedurniyata nrpaha. All eyes were respectfully turned upon Dasaratha. Verse 50. Sa labdhamaner vinayanviter nrpaihi puralai janapadescha manavehi upavishtair nirto babhau sahasrachakshur bhagavan iva amarehi. Kings, citizens, provincials, friends who stood high in the love and esteem of the aged monarch and now encircled him as the high gods press around their king Indra. This is the conclusion of the first chapter of Ayodhya Kand. In the next chapter, we will see how the various vassal kings acknowledge and celebrate the decision of Dasaratha to crown Rama as the heir to the throne. With this, let us conclude this chapter. Mangalam Kaushalendraya Mahaniya Gunabdiye Chakravarti Dhanrajaya Sarva Bhaumaya Mangalam. Jai Sitaram.